I don't know if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to try and run through a bunch of this Vans low and high Dakota Roche footage, kind of break down some of the behind the scenes stuff that we went through, clarify some things. I have no idea if this audio is going to be any good. I'm filming on a fucking iPhone and I'm going to watch it off the screen, so here we go, starting the video. And this is shot on 16mm Bolex. It was like some test shots right before we finished the film, and it came out pretty sick, so it's nice to be able to use some film. So Hollywood High School, classic ledges out the front.
Well, why did he turn all yellow, bro?
We all know who this is.
No, why did he turn all yellow? Gilbert.
This is some 8mm. There's something wrong with that flickering on the camera. I don't know if it was grabbing on the spool or not, but I wasn't super stoked on how the black and white film came out. But what are you gonna do? This spot is in downtown LA. We went maybe 3 or 4 times, and you just get kicked out basically every time you roll up to it. So it was kind of a battle, but every time we went there, it was getting closer and closer, and you only had like 5 or 6 shots before the dude would come out, so you could barely warm up. But we just made it a part of our like priority list when we were around downtown. We'd just pop in and give it a shot, so it all worked out, which was pretty cool. Classic Andrew Cass. This one was another one that didn't work out, so it's obviously not in the film, but Dak was trying to get the nollie crank arm. I think it was like the perfect way to ride this spot with that bench there, but it's kind of a challenge to film, honestly. But yeah, that right there, he puts his foot down, and I think he like kind of fucked his foot. I remember that. There was no way he was going to get back on the bike and try it again. There's something wrong with his foot. But yeah, that was one of those days. The planners were really hard to skate through, really close to the edge of the wheel. It was kind of sketchy. And a lot of this footage is like Panasonic GH5S footage, and the other camera, the one that's on the screen right now, is the Panasonic CX350. It's like a zoom camcorder. And that was definitely a good camera to use for this. Run and gun, super easy to set up, good to go. This spot is absolutely fucked. It's way gnarlier than it looks. You have to like gap into it kind of before that. There's a bump at the top. Yeah, that was savage. Very scary. I was very lucky to get out of that one. I was sick this day. I remember we drove home and like I had to pull over on the side of the road and throw up. I was absolutely fucked, but I'm glad we got the trick and turned out good, the footage and everything, for considering that I wasn't like super well, but nailed it. Worked out great. Yeah, this is my YouTube channel now. I'm just gonna start talking about projects that I've worked on with my friends, and I'm pretty lucky to see some of the most insane bike riding go down, you know. And then yeah, still doing it, still out there filming this shit, so there's gonna be plenty more to come. This spot was interesting. It was like 100 something degrees. It was pretty fucking hot. It's probably like 42 degrees for those of you playing the metric system. And that was like yeah, this was a 2-day affair. Z got taken out, remember that? I don't think it cracked the lens, but it definitely damaged the front face. You can see it's kind of dented right there, but you know how it goes. We make a fucking lot of money in this shit, you know. Just buy new gear, it's all good. It's not true. We don't make that much money. We've got to keep our gear running for a long time. Can't be changing it out every month like some of you Hollywood freaking shooters do. We run our gear into the ground, literally. But yeah, again, if you have any questions, just put them in the comments and chat about them, whatever. Camera gear, kind of how I shot something, settings wise, all that. I'm not going to tell you where the spots are, so don't ask, but enjoy, I guess. Just appreciate the hustle. Dak found a lot of these spots, spent a lot of hours driving around. Before I would even meet up with him on a session, he would be out at like 8 in the morning. You know, and I'll be meeting him at like 11, 12, and he would have like 10 spots lined up for the whole day. We might only land 2 or 3 of them, but he tried them. You know, we could just go back and forth to spots. So, yeah, a lot of time put into the spot searching. So don't ask. I'm not gonna tell you where anything is. This spot here, Long Beach ish. I don't know. I don't even think it is Long Beach. But this one we had a malfunction with the hard drive, and Dak went and refilmed it, and went higher on the roof, like did everything better, like the landing was better. So it ended up you know, working out pretty good. It's kind of a scary thing to refilm, but I think he wanted to clean it up too, and yeah, went higher, went bigger. Savage. This spot was pretty fast paced. I don't think we even knew that we were coming to this. I think it just happened. It was kind of like, let me have a quick look, and then within a couple of minutes he's up on the roof and half cabbing into it. At the same time he lands it, this guy comes over and starts fucking patrolling Nate and saying that we're damaging the infrastructure, I guess. I mean, I don't know, the only thing that I saw broke was the pedal. Nothing to do with the roof. But, yeah, whatever. People be like that. We're not meant to be doing it, but, you know, it's fun. This spot, downtown LA, Jason Lee Banks. It's a pretty famous one. Dak spent about, I don't know, I think it was 2 occasions, and it honestly just didn't want to work. Like, you could see it, but you'd have to get in a certain position to actually get it, and then if you fully commit, that's what happens. You're kind of just melting your body. So the one that he ended up getting, it was a good 50 tries at least of just smashing into that thing and kind of fucking with your wrists. But yeah, there's some options there, which was cool. I'm gonna get another minute or so into this, and I'm gonna call it and do the next section for the next video. Kind of space it out a little bit because I don't want to do a whole 30-minute sit down talking. It's kind of boring. Just kind of quick, short 10-minute, like, you know, chats about the project. And I'll be doing stuff with Kink and you know, any of the Vans projects I've worked on in the past too, and videos with my friends. I'm just gonna kind of break them down for you and chat about them. This spot was kind of crazy. Dak built the whole spot. It's a fence, and he took basically the fence off, and then there was like an upright on the end. He cut that off. He bondoed it like smooth. He made it a spot, and yeah, it's super gnarly. A few skateboarders actually got down on it right after him. And yeah, pretty crazy for a skateboarder. That bank is not forgiving, that's for sure. We got the church spot, just another absolute classic. Dak maneuver. He was trying to get something that day and it didn't work out. I mean, he had this as a backup plan, and true Dak fashion, just got there and fucking laced it, did it perfect. Just, yeah, really unique spot, and it had a place at the end of the video. Definitely deserved it. I think it's like, it's impactful on the bike. It's impactful, you know, as a something that you're viewing. And yeah, he has crew there. Corey's there, Nathan was there, Jeff Z. So those guys go way back. Levi's days. I'm gonna wrap it up here. But watch the next director's cut. I guess next week or something. I'll put another one out and we'll just chat about it. But until then, peace.